Have you ever heard people referring to nature as Mother Nature? I'm sure you have, many people do. And I believe it's because they recognize and realize that there's more to nature than it just being a set of atoms and molecules in motion. When they say Mother Nature, they recognize that there is some do at least, that there's a life-giving aspect to nature. There is a nurturing aspect to nature. There is a merciful aspect to nature. And it's very interesting because Allah, God in the Quran, continuously tells us to reflect and ponder over nature. Look into the world, look into the universe. For example, in the 3rd chapter of the Quran, verse 190, God says, "Indeed, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, in the creation of the heavens and the earth and in the alternation of night and day are signs for people of reflection, of pondering, of deep thinking." And I want us to really focus in on nature for a second today. And even think beyond, if you like, the argument from design, which stems from us observing the natural world. And think a bit deeper and really reflect over the natural world and see if it tells us something. And there's 3 key things I want to highlight today. I believe that when you really ponder over the world around you, there's 3 conclusions you can come to. Number 1, and this is something that scientists have done themselves. They've been studying the world, the universe, and they've recognized that there are constants within the universe. There is a uniformity within the universe. There are the laws of physics, mathematics, logic. And not only do these laws exist, but they're precisely fine-tuned. And that's something that has really perplexed many and got many people to think about, well, if there is such amazing fine-tuning in the universe, then there must be something that's resulted in this. So it naturally, when you reflect upon this, it leads you to the conclusion, which is quite intuitive as well, that there must be a cause, there must be something, someone that's ordered the universe. And this leads me on to my second point, that as soon as you recognize that the universe is ordered in a particular way, you also recognize, and as scientists have and philosophers alike, that the universe didn't have to be ordered in this particular way. It could have been ordered in any other way. It could have been ordered in 1,000,001 other ways, but why in this particular way? And if it has been ordered in a particular way, well, then that tells us that the universe is contingent. It's dependent upon something outside of itself which has created it or put it in this order. And this links to the argument from dependency, which beautifully sort of transitions in here, and it's a very powerful argument. If you haven't read it, check out Hamza's book, The Divine Reality, where he sort of elaborates upon this particular argument in a very beautiful way. So as soon as we recognize that the universe is contingent and dependent, via understanding that the universe could have been ordered in any other way, but it's ordered in this particular way, then we can't help but recognize that there must be a cause. There must be something that this contingent universe is dependent upon. And the third thing that we can sort of conclude by observing the universe and the order of the universe, and the way that not only is it only ordered, but that it's functioning and it's continuing to maintain that order. This, I would suggest, highlights that there is one cause, one creator behind this universe, as opposed to many. And this is beautifully put in the Quran, where God says, if there were other gods besides Allah within the heavens and the earth, then essentially everything would be in chaos, in fasad. It would be destroyed. The heavens and the earth would be ruined. Why is this the case? Because once you understand the nature of God, then it makes sense that if there were other beings, deities, whatever they may be, that they would never conform with each other. This is not befitting of God. And therefore there will be chaos. Each God would want to, as again the Quran elaborates in other places, each God would want to take their own creation or take control of the throne and so on and so forth. But the fact that we see order within the universe and this uniformity which is consistent, this highlights that this cause, this entity, this being, whatever created the universe, must be one. And I want to conclude on this point. Allah wants us, God wants us to find Him and to discover Him. And this is a very powerful point if we really think about it, because when you start reflecting upon nature, you soon realize and recognize that there is no need to find proofs, because the more you look into nature, the more you look at the world and you think about it and you ponder over it, you realize that the belief in a cause, a creator, is almost necessary to make sense of the world that we live in. And therefore it's more about discovering God through reflecting and pondering as opposed to proving God. And it's so amazing when you reflect upon the world, going back to the original point of people referring to as Mother Nature, because they recognize that there is a nurturing aspect of reality. What we can conclude is that not only by pondering over the world that we live in do we conclude that there is a cause, that there's a creator that is one, but we also get a glimpse into this creator's mercy and love, because he not only has created all of this, but he maintains it, he sustains it, and God, as God tells us in the Quran, that he has made it subservient to us human beings. He's made it so it's useful for us, so we can pick up on the mercy of our creator. And the more we reflect upon the universe, the more we reflect upon nature, the world around us, the more it should bring us closer to God. And this is exactly what the Quran is encouraging us to do as human beings, to reflect and ponder sincerely and honestly. So the only step the people that refer to nature as Mother Nature need to take is to understand that it's not nature in and of itself, the natural world in and of itself, that has some sort of intrinsic power or ability, but to realize that it's dependent, it's contingent, and that it has a cause, it has a creator that's created it in this particular way. And through it, we can appreciate the signs of the creator, his mercy, his love, and so on and so forth. So I leave you guys with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, take care.